The divine override. Heaven is rewriting your entire story tonight. Chosen one, drop everything and hear what I am about to say. At exactly 5:55 this morning, I was pulled from sleep by the audible voice of God. Not a feeling, not a dream, an actual audible voice that spoke 3 words that will shatter everything you thought you knew about your life. Reset is initiated. I sat straight up, completely wide awake, and before my mind could even catch up, I was carried into the most vivid and detailed vision I have ever witnessed. What I saw in those pre-dawn hours is not just concerning you. It is specifically for you, and by the time you reach the end of this message, you will understand that your former life has already been terminated and your new life is actively loading right now. Here is what I am declaring over you without any hesitation. Heaven has triggered a divine reset across your entire existence. Every setting that was misconfigured is being recalibrated. Every system that was broken is being repaired. Every program that was corrupted is being deleted and replaced. This is not a patch. This is not maintenance. This is a full system wipe. Everything you have grown accustomed to is being cleared. Everything you have been imprisoned by is being terminated. Everything that put a ceiling over you is being demolished. And when the reset reaches completion, you will not recognize your own life. You will be operating at a level you never knew was accessible. You will be reaching dimensions that were previously locked to you. You will be functioning with a capacity you have never before experienced. The divine reset has been triggered and nothing can reverse it. Now let me walk you through exactly what I witnessed in that vision, so you can grasp the magnitude of what is unfolding. In this vision, I was standing inside what looked like an enormous control room. Picture the most sophisticated technology hub you can imagine, except this was not human technology. This was celestial. The walls were lined with screens, each screen tracking a different dimension of someone's life. Financial standing, relationship dynamics, health conditions, career direction, spiritual development, mental condition. Every aspect of human existence was being monitored in real time. As I stood there trying to absorb it all, an angel approached me and said, "Come, there is something you must see." The angel guided me toward a particular section of this control room, and when we stopped, I saw a screen with your name displayed at the top. Your complete life was visible on that screen. I could see your financial settings, your relationship parameters, your health configurations, your timeline projections. Every dimension of your existence was laid out in extraordinary detail. But what seized my attention was this. Every single setting on your screen was flashing red, not a few settings. Every single one. The angel noticed my confusion and explained, "Red means misconfigured. Red means functioning below design capacity. Red means the enemy has corrupted the settings. Red means everything is broken and must be reset." I looked at your screen again and the reality hit me like a wall of water. Your life has been running on the wrong settings. You have been functioning with infected programming. You have been restricted by configurations that were never intended for you. Then I watched as the most senior angel I had ever encountered approached your screen. This was no ordinary angel. This was an archangel. And the authority radiating from him was tangible from across the room. He stood before your screen and issued one command: initiate divine reset. The instant those words left his mouth, every screen in that section went completely dark. Everything about your old configurations vanished. The financial limitations disappeared. The relational dysfunctions erased. The health restrictions deleted. The timeline blockages removed. Everything that had your life calibrated incorrectly was being purged. But the reset did not stop there. After the darkness came, I watched as new configurations began loading. But these were not the same settings. These were upgraded far beyond anything that had existed before. Where there was financial limitation, abundance protocols were being installed. Where there was relationship dysfunction, divine connection programming was loading. Where there was health restriction, supernatural wellness settings were activating. Where there was timeline delay, acceleration parameters were being configured. The reset was not simply clearing the old, it was installing the new. And the new was infinitely superior to anything that had existed before. Then God spoke, and his voice filled that entire control room. He said, "Tell my chosen one that the reset is not optional. It is already in motion. The old configurations are being deleted as we speak. The new settings are loading right now. They may not yet see evidence, but the reset is happening in the spiritual realm and it will manifest in the natural realm. What was shattered is being restored. What was wrong is being corrected. What was limited is being expanded. What was delayed is being accelerated. The divine reset has been triggered. There is no returning to the old settings. Forward is the only direction." Now that vision was not symbolic, it was literal. Heaven is overhauling your life right now. And I need you to fully grasp what this reset means across every dimension of your existence. Because what I am about to explain will help you recognize the reset as it begins to show up. Before we continue, I need you to participate in activating this reset. Type these words in the comments below. My life is being reset. When you type this, you are granting heaven permission to complete what has been initiated. You are aligning yourself with the divine reset. The angels executing this reset are waiting for your declaration. Type it now. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, you need to do that immediately. The messages that follow will teach you how to operate in your new settings after the reset is complete. Many people receive the reset but do not know how to function in the upgrade, and they end up reverting to old patterns. Do not allow that to happen. Subscribe and activate all notifications right now. Let me take you through what is being reset so you can identify it when it begins manifesting. The first area being reset is your financial operating system. The settings that have governed your finances until now are being completely erased. That ceiling that has kept your income capped no matter how hard you pushed, deleted. That pattern where surprise expenses swallowed any extra money, removed. That cycle where you were perpetually behind no matter how much you earned, terminated. The financial configurations that held you captive are being wiped from your life. But the reset is not just removal. New financial settings are being installed. Abundance protocols that were never previously activated are now loading. Provision channels that were obstructed are now opening. Income streams that never existed are now being generated. The new financial operating system being installed in your life does not work like the old one. The old system was built on scarcity. The new system operates on supernatural supply. The old system reacted to how much you labored. The new system responds to divine favor. The old system had hard limits. The new system carries unlimited capacity. I heard God speak over your finances during this reset, and he said, the old financial settings held them in survival mode. The new settings will establish them in abundance mode. They will not have to battle for provision anymore. Provision will pursue them. They will not have to agonize about money anymore. Resources will flow toward them from sources they never knew existed. The financial reset is not about receiving more of what they had. It is about unlocking what they never had access to before. A completely different tier of financial operation. Within the next 15 days, you are going to witness the first evidence that your financial settings have been reset. Something that always felt impossible will suddenly feel effortless. A source of income you were not anticipating will surface. An opportunity you never chased will come chasing you. This is not coincidence. This is the new financial system activating in your life. The reset is real and the evidence is arriving. The second area being reset is your relationship operating system. The relational patterns that have directed your connections until now are being erased. That tendency to draw in the wrong people, deleted. That pattern of pouring out to those who only take, removed. That cycle of investing deeply in relationships that never give back, terminated. The relationship configurations that kept you isolated, wounded, or tethered to toxic people are being wiped clean. New relationship settings are loading. Divine connection protocols that identify true alignment are being installed. Discernment systems that distinguish genuine from counterfeit relationships are activating. Boundaries that guard your peace while welcoming healthy connection are being configured. The new relationship operating system does not function like the old one. The old system attracted based on emptiness. The new system attracts based on assignment. The old system accepted dysfunction. The new system allows only healthy connection. The old system drained your strength. The new system replenishes your energy. God spoke over your relationships during the reset and declared, the old settings permitted the wrong people to access them. The new settings will only admit those I have specifically assigned to their life. Toxic people will no longer be able to linger. Fake friends will be filtered away. Time wasters will be expelled. And filling those spaces, I am dispatching divine connections. People who multiply value, people who champion their calling, people who rejoice in their success. The relationship reset is delivering an entirely new circle to your door. If you are feeling the weight of this word right now, take a moment and press that like button. That single action helps carry this message to someone else who desperately needs to hear that their life is being reset. One click could redirect someone's entire path. Do it now. Within the next 22 days, you are going to see evidence of the relationship reset. Someone who has been depleting you will suddenly exit your life. A connection you assumed was permanent will naturally dissolve, and simultaneously new people will begin entering. People who feel different. People who align with where you are heading, not where you have been stuck. This is the new relationship system activating. The reset is showing up. The third area being reset is your health operating system. The physical and mental settings that have governed your wellness are being recalibrated. That persistent condition that refused to fully resolve. The settings permitting it are being deleted. That mental warfare that kept cycling back. The programming sustaining it is being removed. That constant energy drain that persisted regardless of how much rest you got. The configuration producing it is being terminated. The health settings that had you operating far below your optimal capacity are being erased. New health protocols are loading. Supernatural wellness configurations that awaken divine healing are being installed. Mental clarity systems that dissolve brain fog and confusion are coming online. Energy optimization settings that restore and sustain vitality are being activated. The new health operating system does not function like the old one. The old system was reactive, only responding after symptoms appeared. The new system is proactive, stopping problems before they ever surface. The old system had you managing illness. The new system has you walking in total wholeness. The old system kept you in survival. The new system has you flourishing. God spoke over your health during the reset. He said, the old settings gave the enemy an open door to assault their body and mind. The new settings establish my healing power as the automatic response to every threat. Sickness will no longer find comfortable residence in their body. Mental torment will no longer find an entry point into their mind. I am returning their health to factory specifications, how I originally designed them to function. Complete wellness, absolute wholeness, supernatural vitality. Within the next 30 days, you are going to notice shifts in your physical and mental health. Symptoms that were chronic will begin to fade. Pain that was relentless will start to ease. Mental clarity that felt lost will return. Energy that was completely spent will be restored. This is not incremental improvement. This is the health reset activating. The new wellness system is coming online. The fourth area being reset is your purpose operating system. The settings that have governed your calling, your assignment, your destiny are being completely reconfigured. That cloud of confusion about what you are supposed to be doing, the settings generating that confusion are being deleted. That frustration about doors remaining sealed, the blockages preventing entry are being removed. That suffocating feeling of being trapped in the wrong place. The misalignment anchoring you there is being terminated. The purpose settings that had you running in the wrong lane are being wiped out. New purpose configurations are loading. Clarity protocols that illuminate exactly what you are called to accomplish are being installed. Open door systems that grant full access to your assignment are activating. Alignment parameters that place you in the precise location at the perfect moment are being configured. The new purpose operating system does not function like the old one. The old system had you searching endlessly for your calling. The new system reveals your calling with breathtaking clarity. The old system had you knocking on walls. The new system swings doors open before your fist is raised. The old system had you constantly second-guessing your path. The new system confirms your direction with every single step. God spoke over your purpose during the reset. He declared, the old settings left them wandering when they were meant to be walking with full confidence. The new settings will dissolve every uncertainty about what they are called to do. They will know. They will perceive it sharply. They will understand their assignment, and the doors that align with that assignment will fly open. The purpose reset is not simply about knowing what to do. It is about being positioned to do it. Clarity and opportunity, both arriving simultaneously. Within the next 45 days, you are going to receive revelation about your calling that has never before been available to you. Something is going to connect that brings your entire life into sharp focus. You will understand why certain experiences happened, why certain doors were sealed, why certain seasons were required, and simultaneously fresh opportunities aligned with your true calling will begin appearing before you. This is the purpose reset manifesting. The new operating system is bringing clarity and access together in one movement. The fifth and most powerful area being reset is your timeline operating system. This is the reset that transforms everything because it influences every other area. The settings that have governed your timing, your seasons, your velocity are being completely erased. That delay that stretched everything far beyond what it should have been, deleted. That pattern of perpetually running behind, removed. That timeline keeping you waiting years for what deserved to happen in months, terminated. The time configurations that held you in slow motion are being purged. New timeline settings are loading. Acceleration protocols that compress years into moments are being installed. Fast-track systems that push you ahead of every previous schedule are activating. Divine velocity parameters that produce supernatural speed are being configured. The new timeline operating system does not function like the old one. The old system moved at natural pace. The new system moves at supernatural speed. The old system required years to produce breakthrough. The new system generates breakthrough in moments. The old system kept you in a waiting room. The new system has you in a receiving room. God spoke over your timeline during the reset with words that still reverberate through me. He said, the enemy tampered with their timeline settings to make them believe they were late, to convince them they had missed their window, to persuade them their moment had expired. But I am restoring their timeline to my original design. They are not behind. They are precisely on schedule. And what the enemy stretched across years, I am releasing in days. What should have required decades, I am completing in weeks. The timeline reset is returning everything that was stolen, restored, accelerated, multiplied. Within the next 60 days, you are going to watch things happen that would normally require years. A breakthrough you have been straining toward will suddenly appear. A promise you nearly abandoned will materialize. A dream you had buried will be exhumed and made alive again. This is not incremental movement. This is the timeline reset. Time itself is being recalibrated in your favor. The new settings are accelerating every single thing. Now, here's what you must understand about this divine reset. It is not scheduled for the future. It launched the moment God spoke the words reset initiated at 5:55 this morning. The process began. Right now, as you absorb this message, old settings are being deleted and new settings are being installed. You may not yet have visible evidence in the natural, but the reset is happening in the spiritual realm. And what occurs in the spirit always materializes in the natural. It is only a matter of time. But I need to caution you about something absolutely critical. The enemy knows your reset has been triggered. He witnessed what I witnessed in that vision. He observed the old settings being stripped away. He watched the new settings loading, and he is in complete panic because he understands that once this reset finishes, you will be operating at a level entirely beyond his reach. So within the next 72 hours, he is going to attempt to corrupt your reset. He is going to send circumstances engineered to convince you that nothing is shifting. He is going to generate chaos to pull your focus away from what heaven is constructing. He is going to plant seeds of doubt to make you question whether the reset is genuine. Do not fall for any of it. When you reset a computer, there is always a window where it appears that nothing is functioning. The screen darkens. Programs shut down. everything halts. But that is not failure. That is reset. The identical thing occurs spiritually. There may come a window where everything looks like it is crumbling, relationships dissolving, situations shifting, structures falling. But that is not collapse. That is the old settings being removed so that new settings can load. Do not panic during the reset process. Trust it completely. The darkness before the reboot is not destruction. It is preparation. I also witnessed something else in that vision that will anchor you. After the reset was initiated on your screen, I watched as a protective barrier materialized around it. Nothing could penetrate the process. The enemy dispatched attacks. The barrier absorbed them. Circumstances tried to disrupt the reset. The barrier neutralized them. People attempted to speak destruction over it. The barrier deflected every word. Your reset is shielded. It cannot be halted. It cannot be postponed. It cannot be revoked. Heaven launched it, and heaven will see it through. Take a moment and leave a comment below, telling me which reset area you need most. Financial, relational, health, purpose, or timeline. When you declare it openly, you are sealing the reset in that specific area. Your declaration also breathes courage into others who are navigating the same reset. Comment right now. Now I want you to activate this reset over your life through this prayer. Speak it aloud. Your voice carries real weight in the spirit realm. Father God, the master programmer, the one who engineers destinies and restores lives, I receive the divine reset that has been initiated over my life. I come into agreement with the deletion of every wrong setting. Every financial limitation is being erased. Every relationship dysfunction is being removed. Every health restriction is being deleted. Every purpose confusion is being terminated. Every timeline delay is being wiped away. I receive it all being reset, and I welcome the installation of new settings. New financial abundance protocols are loading. New divine connection systems are activating. New supernatural health configurations are coming online. New purpose clarity parameters are being installed. New timeline acceleration settings are being configured. I am not the person I was. I am not operating as I previously operated. I am not bound as I was previously bound. The old settings are gone. The new settings are here. The reset is finished in the spirit, and it is surfacing in the natural. I declare that my life will never return to what it was. I declare that I am now functioning at a new level entirely. I declare that what was impossible under the old settings is fully possible under the new settings. I declare that the divine reset has opened dimensions I could not previously reach. Thank you for resetting what I had no power to reset myself. Thank you for deleting what needed to be cleared and installing what needed to come in. Thank you that when you reset a life, you do not simply restore, you upgrade dramatically. My reset is sealed. My new settings are live. My new life has launched in Jesus' name. Amen. Heaven recorded that prayer. The reset is confirmed. The activation is sealed. Now, finalize this process by completing these 4 actions. First, like this video immediately. This is not about engagement numbers. This is about spiritual alignment. When you press that button, you are confirming in the heavenly realm that you fully receive your reset. Do it without delay. Second, subscribe to this channel and activate all notifications. The messages arriving after this one will instruct you on how to operate in your new settings, how to live in the upgrade, how to protect and maintain what the reset has released to you. If you are not subscribed, you will forfeit critical instruction. Subscribe immediately. Third, share this message with someone whose life desperately needs a reset. There is a person in your world who is still trapped on corrupted settings, someone who needs to discover that heaven can reconfigure what appears permanently broken. Forward this message to them. Be the one who announces their reset. Fourth, do something physical that represents the reset. Remove something from your phone that symbolizes the old settings. Unfollow someone on social media who represents the system being deleted. Discard something physical that stands for what is being cleared away. Make a tangible move that agrees with the spiritual reset. Physical actions ignite spiritual realities. Chosen one. You arrived at this message operating under old settings that were suffocating you. You are departing with those settings deleted and new settings fully installed. Your financial system has been reset to abundance. Your relationship system has been reset to divine connections. Your health system has been reset to supernatural wellness. Your purpose system has been reset to crystal clarity. Your timeline system has been reset to full acceleration. Everything that was misconfigured has been corrected. Everything that was performing below capacity has been elevated. This is not a concept. This is not a metaphor. This is the reality of what is happening in the spiritual realm at this exact moment. The divine reset has been triggered. The old is being erased. The new is being activated. And when the reset reaches completion, you will not recognize your own life. You will be functioning at levels you never touched, reaching dimensions you never knew were real, operating with capacity you have never possessed before. The screen may darken briefly during the reset process. Circumstances may appear to be collapsing around you. Relationships may end. Situations may shift dramatically. Structures may come down. Do not panic. That is not ruin. That is deletion. The old settings must be fully cleared before the new settings can load completely. Trust this process. Trust the reset. Trust the one who set it in motion. Within days, you will begin noticing evidence. Small indicators at first. A change in how people respond to you. A shift in how people respond to you. A shift in how opportunities find their way to you. A difference in how you feel in both body and mind. Those small signals are confirmation that the new settings are loading, and as each day passes, the evidence will become more visible, more unmistakable, more life-altering. Step into your reset with full confidence. Go knowing that what was shattered is being made whole. Go expecting that what was wrong is being made right. Go anticipating that what was limited is being made boundless. The divine reset is not optional. It is already well underway. You are not the same person you were yesterday. You will not be who you are today by tomorrow. Change is happening now. Upgrade is actively loading. Transformation is processing at full speed. The old life is concluding. The new life is beginning. The old settings are erased. The new settings are live. The former you has passed away. The new you is rising. The reset is sealed in heaven. It is materializing on earth. Everything shifts from this instant forward. Your life has been reset. Your settings have been upgraded. Your capacity has been expanded without measure. Walk in it. Live inside it. Operate fully within it. The divine reset has given you a completely new operating system. Study how to use it. Push it to its limits. Steward it with everything you have. The reset is not simply about repairing what was damaged. It is about elevating you to the next version of yourself. The version that was always the intention. The version that moves without the restrictions that paralyzed you before. The version that performs at the altitude your calling was always designed for. The version that accesses everything your destiny has been requiring. That version is loading right now. The divine reset has made it not just possible but inevitable. Receive it. Walk in it. Become it completely. Heaven has reset your life. The former things are finished. The new reality has arrived. Everything is transformed now. Everything is elevated now. Everything is within reach now. The divine reset is complete. Your new life has officially begun. Amen.